You know what it is? It's your man I Am. We here, Politics and Black Families. This segment of the show is called In the Lobby. Now check who I'm chilling with right now. I'm chilling with Mark Baker. He's running for Congress, right? So he's leaving an event. He said, bro, I'm pulling up on you. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. So I said, I'm gonna stay in the lobby. So here we go. So let them know what we're running on. Let them know what we got going. Let them know how we got to get behind you.
Yeah, so again, my name is Dr. Mark Baker. I am one of the founding members of the city council, the first city council of the blackest city in America, the city of South Fulton, Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm currently running for United States Congress.
Yeah.
Congress in District 13.
Yeah.
Is a new district. It was just recently redrawn, whereas Clayton County and Henry County has always been in it.
Yeah.
But now it's redrawn to Rockdale County, Newton County, Gwinnett, and DeKalb.
As well. So how did you get the first thing passed that I feel is most important, which is Breonna Taylor's law?
Well, that is one of those things that happened out of, like doing the. I'm from Chicago, first of all, and I grew up on the west side.
Chi-Town, Windy City.
Yeah, Windy City, right up the street from where the Honorable Chairman Fred Hampton was assassinated after being served illegal no-knock warrant.
Yeah.
And those things are things that have been, I guess, really, really hurtful to our community. Right now in 2024, there's no reason that we need to serve with no-knock warrant. We have drones, we have all different types of, police, tactics that can actually tell whether somebody's home and what they have with them and things of that nature. But it was one of those things that came out of the protest. Many people say so many times we hit the streets, we protest, and there's nothing coming out of it. Hashtag A Can't Wait was one of those things that came out of that. That ended the police, chokeholds and things of that nature.
Indeed.
But Breonna's law was a Georgia first, and it still is. Out of the 530 plus cities in the state of Georgia, the city of South Fulton, in my legislation, is the only that has ever passed in the state. So we're the only city that no-knock warrants can't take place. So we did that out of the protest of 2020. That and hashtag A Can't Wait.
That's beautiful. Now, first day when you're the congressman, what are you gonna do?
Oh my goodness.
If I'm tomorrow,
man. First day as congressman, man. I want to sit down and I want to meet with. I want to check the temperature. It's only 59 people that look like me, approximately in Congress. That's out of 535 combined in the House and the Senate. So I want to be that voice. I think the average age of the congressmen and congresswomen are about 76 years old.
Wow.
So I think that
there's a huge disconnect there.
There is a disconnect, and being from our culture, and I've embraced it, I don't think we have a voice. I just want to see how far the divide is, and from there I'll get started, because I want to see everything that I've passed that's been radically progressive, infectious on the federal level.
Yeah, I got you. So a big thing that a lot of people talk about is reparations, right? What's your thoughts on reparations? How will you push this narrative or this agenda when you get to Congress? So,
first of all, my legislation was the first in the state of Georgia, period. And I did it when it was still taboo to talk about reparations. And I saw something a couple weeks ago that our state legislature has some type of plan towards reparations. And these are things that once you're brave enough to start the conversation, it can go, the sky's the limit. Now people are having the conversations, and I'm grateful for that. My plan for reparations is something that I think it's not just, let's cut this check. Because I know that we feel like now we need to get a check. I think reparations is something for past generations, current generations, and future generations. And I think that it's something that should be internal and external. I think that we as African descendants of slavery, we should have unlimited access to health care, both mental and physical. And I would contend for approximately 400 years. I also believe that.
Shout out to reparations.
I also believe that, given that I think slavery was unpaid labor, I think that we should also be exempt from federal income tax for approximately 400 years. And I think that will stop, and I think working across the aisle would be something that would be easier, because a lot of people who feel like, hey, that are on the other side of the argument, like, I didn't do anything, why should I pay? my tax dollars towards reparations. It would end that conversation abruptly and say, hey, these guys that you're thinking about that want reparations, if they're not working and contributing to the economy, they won't really get it. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
But we have years, whereas, our kids and our kids' kids will have opportunities. If I get home, if I get out and I go to work and I earn more money, I get to bring more home to bring generational wealth.
Beautiful. Well said. I want to run this by you real quick and we're going to move on. I want to say one thing as you guys are watching. It's important we fund our candidates. They cannot get to Congress and continue on this race and do the mailers and do the t-shirts and do all the broadcasts without your funding. So I want you to drop to them where they can find you, where they can fund and get a part of what you got going on.
So I could be reached at Baker, FORGeorgia.com. Right now we have a push for about $9,800. And we're running a real strategic campaign. We're running strategy over strength. We feel like a lot of campaigns are robust with several consultants and all of these people who just collecting checks because, of the desire and will of the people to get somebody in office who they feel will do the right thing. I think it's a lot easier if we can cut out those fees. So I have a great campaign team who they're amazing at getting a lot done with a little. And if you could visit Baker, FOR Georgia, and drop 50, if you can do 100, that'd be amazing. But these are things that you're going to definitely have somebody that'll be willing, and I already have a track record to step into our beef when we get there.
Indeed. So y'all heard it. Make sure y'all check us out. Now we're not going to leave without you telling us what's your artist that get you going in the morning that you gotta hear. I mean, that's gonna be the soundtrack to your revolution. And all this music on the wall, I need you to tell me who get you going in the morning.
Man, that's the trick question right there. It's a trick question. So, man, I love Ghostface Killer. I'm an older guy, but Ghostface is one of them. But I'm also from Chicago, so I gotta say, my man Rashidi Common is amazing.
Say less.
I love you.
One of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I mean, I love Common, when he says, as a child given religion with no answer to why, just told believe in Jesus, because for me he did die. Curiosity killed that catechism. The understanding and wisdom became a rhythm that I played to and became a slave to master self. A rich man is one with knowledge, happiness in his health. My mind is dealt with the books of Zentel, the lessons, the Quran, and the Bible. To me, they are vital. They got truth within them. You gotta read them boys.
Man dropping bars like that, y'all.
You just can't skim them different branches of belief. But whether that's stem them, because people of the venom try to trim them and use religion as an emblem when it should be a natural way of life. Who am I or they to say to whom you praying right? If that got you doing right and got you this far, whether you say in Jesus' name or Alhamdulillah, as long as you know there's a being that's supreme to you, you let that show towards others in the things you do. I love Common, not just because I'm from Chicago. Hey. Listen, and consistent too, Go back and listen. Of course, I love Pac too. Pac is one of the reasons that I'm here right now. Unfortunately, like our parents, they know where they were when Martin Luther King was there, was unalive. I know where I was exactly, when Tupac, lost his life. And it's one of those things that I remember him saying that he's going to be the one that he may not be the person in the political arena, but he's going to spark that mind. There you go. And I'm one of those minds, and I think that he says with all that extra stressing, the question I wonder is after death, after my last breath, then when we finally get the rest of this oppression, we punish the people that's asking questions, and those with possessions take from the ones without possession. The message I stress to make it stop, study your lesson, don't settle for less. Even the genius has his questions. Be grateful for blessings, don't ever change. Keep your essence, the powers and the people in politics we address.
Indeed, you already know this. Politics and Black family. This is y'all.